chapter 2, shloka 21 till 25. In this, Lord Krishna goes on to tell Arjuna about the soul. Going through this, one might wonder, why is it necessary for Lord Krishna to explain about the soul in this manner? It might even seem repetitive at times. This is because the soul is avyakta, unmanifest. So because of that, it is very difficult to comprehend or understand about the soul. So at least by going through in this manner, we can get some understanding about the soul. And getting some understanding about the soul, we can at least attempt to stop identifying ourselves with our body. Because one of the main requirements of Sankhya Yoga is to stop identifying ourselves with our body. And proceeding along this path, one can become a Sankhya Yogi. So what does Sankhya Yoga say? Sankhya Yoga says that one must develop a sense of non-doership in all the activities that we do. So any activity that we carry out, we must have the feeling that we are not the doer. Right? So the practice of Sankhya Yoga is very difficult. So after shloka 30, from shloka 31 onwards, Lord Krishna tells Arjuna about his duty and takes him along the path of Karma Yoga. Shloka 21. Veda vinashinam nityam ya enamajam avyayam khatam sa purushah partha kam ghatayati hantikam. So Lord Krishna says, Hey Partha, hey Arjuna, Veda, know that to be avinashin, imperishable, nityam, always there, ajam, unborn, avyayam, that which doesn't diminish. Saha purushah katam kam ghatayati. So that soul, how and whom it can cause to be killed. Hantikam, how and whom it can kill. So the soul cannot cause anything to be killed, nor can it kill anything, says Lord Krishna. Shloka 22. Vasamsi jirnani yata vihaya navani grinhati naroparani tata sharirani vihaya jirnanyanyani sayyati navani dehi. So Lord Krishna goes on to explain, yata naraha, in the same manner in which a person vihaya, discarding, jirnani vasamsi. Vasamsi clothes, jirnani vasamsi, used up old clothes. So in the manner in which a person discarding used up clothes, navani grinhati, he takes up new ones. Tata, in the same manner, jirnani sharirani vihaya, discarding old bodies, the dehi, the soul, anyani sayyati, annani navani sayyati, he takes a new body, says Lord Krishna. Shloka 23. Nainam chindanti shastrani nainam dahati pavakah na chainam kledayantyapo na shoshayati marutah. So Lord Krishna goes on to tell, Na enam Chindanti shastrani. So the soul is such that weapons cannot cut it. Na enam dahati pavakah. Fire cannot burn it. Na cha enam kledayanti apaha. Apaha meaning water. Water cannot wet it. Na soshayati marutah. So wind cannot dry it. Such is the nature of the soul. Shloka 24. Achedyo yamadakyo hyam akledyo shoshya evacha nitya sarvagatastanur achaloyam sanatanah. This is a continuation of the previous shloka. Ayam achedyah. The soul cannot be cut. Adahyah can't be burnt. Akledyah it can't be wet. Ashoshyah can't be dried. Nitya it is always there. Sarvagatah present everywhere. Stanuhu immovable. Achalah constant. Sanatanah everlasting. Such is the nature of the soul, says Lord Krishna. Shloka 25. Avyakto yamachintyoyam avikaryoyam uchyate tasma devam viditvainam nanusochitum arhasi. Lord Krishna goes on to tell, Ayam avyaktah. The soul is unmanifest. Achintyah. We cannot comprehend about it. Avikaryah. Not subject to change. Tasmat. From that reason, enam viditva. Knowing this nature of the soul, na anusochitum arhasi. So, it is not required to grieve over, hey Arjuna, says Lord Krishna.